Some people never go crazy.
Hey, what's up everybody? We are starting our van conversion today. We've got the Nissan NV 2500 high top. Got a great deal on it. Had a little bit of damage to the bed and wheel wells, and it's practically brand new. We're gonna start our conversion, keeping it pretty simple. Gonna put some poly-iso on the ceiling for starters, the walls, and I'm gonna use some spray adhesive, maybe a little liquid nails if I have to. Done a lot of research, van experience. Alright, I've been working on this for a little bit here, and it's going pretty good. I read a lot about Reflectix, and we decided to just go with this poly-iso stuff. It seems like the Reflectix, if you didn't do it right and have the air gap, it was just kind of didn't really do much for you. So that's why we went with the poly-iso insulating sheets, and we just read a lot, and that seemed to be what people recommended and the pros recommended using more than Reflectix. A lot of people did a whole layer of Reflectix, then insulation, then plastic, then sheathing. So I don't know, we're trying to keep it minimal. That's where we're at right now. Going pretty good, using some boards that kind of hold it in with some of the spots with liquid nails. Spray adhesive is kind of working. It's pretty cold out today, so but some of these are just kind of wedging in there and they don't even need much to hold them in. It's working really good. And then I think I'm going to tape it off with aluminum tape stuff, ducting tape, and then maybe use a little bit of Gorilla Tape also if there's anywhere where I just need to get it to hold down a little bit better. But coming along here, got just a few more panels for the ceiling and then we'll be about done. Alright guys, we're almost done with the ceiling here. Got our got it all done with slightly more than one sheet of the poly-iso. And I got a bunch of scraps I'm going to save, and you can use those to kind of fill in the gaps, whatnot. Next step's going to be to tape it all off and start on the walls. Hey, so I got my insulation in here. Mostly just used a little bit of liquid nails, and a lot of these just stuck in pretty well. I used some 2x6s that I got from my neighbor Richard. He's an awesome dude, for free. Use these for the bed as well. Used a couple scraps just to kind of hold it up. Should be in there solid now. I'm taping it off with the ducting tape, and that's real easy. This stuff is super strong. It's holding it in great. Like, I'm super pleased. Never done this before, and I don't know, I'm feeling good about it. I'll show you a couple close-ups. So we just got tape. I might end up putting some Reflectix up here, maybe, and then taping it again. Since there is an air gap up here, that would work. But I'm not super worried about it. We are snowboard and ski type people, but this year we're going south, and so I'm just going to add more insulation later if I need to. And still got a little more taping to do over here, and then start on the walls. Hey, what's up? We're working on the walls now here. Just using these boards, pushing up against the ISO panel to hold it on with some construction adhesive on the back. Pretty simple. You can hear that rain up there. deep in the throes of a northwest fall, soon to be winter. I'm gonna go take a drink of my beer outside. Let this set up for about 5-10 minutes and come on back in and do some more work. Alright, hey guys, I'm out here again, working on the walls now. My poly ISO up. Got a few big panels hung here. Now what I'm doing is using some of the scraps I already had, and I'm cutting some strips here, just kind of at random, and then I'm doing some measured lengths, and I'm just gonna kind of stuff them back in here into the walls, tape them down, and we'll be good to go. I decided to do it like this just so I'd have more room. We could have just run it, you know, straight down, had a nice seam with that, but we would have just lost all that space. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And like I said, if we end up needing more insulation later on, we'll add more. Alright guys, so I'm almost done here insulating. Total it took me 4 sheets of poly ISO. They're about 20 bucks a piece, so not too bad. It's not perfect, but it's gonna do just fine for my needs. I'll show you up here. I just kind of packed it in little chunks, you know, just to get it in there. Wanted to save as much space as I could. Got it up under some of these ribs in here as good as I could, and then some of the extras I'm just gonna pile around in the wheel wells. Tape them in, and not sure. Still got to put on my fairing strips, and then I'm gonna start building the bed. But worked out pretty good. Took me about, I don't know, 2.5 days, longer than I thought. But it's kind of just slow going. Alright guys, I'm almost done here with the insulation. I put Reflectix up on the ribs here, just with some 3N spray adhesive. That works really well. Gotta tape it off still. So got a little taping to do. Had a bunch of extra insulation of the poly ISO. I just kind of shoved it down in here. And then I had this other weird stuff. It's like some sort of polyester material. I don't know if you can see that. I had it for some flooring project I did on my house, and I was kind of stuffing that up in there. Kind of cover up the poly ISO, help jam it in there a little, and maybe keep the dust down a little more. I'm gonna eventually have a outer wall here, but I'm gonna tape some of that off and just, I don't know, I needed to get rid of it. So almost done, just a little more taping, and I'm gonna call it good and move on to the next step. This slow ride, this climb.